Before sound, there was a pulse. Deep beneath 1,000,000 tons of black water, the ocean carried his heartbeat. It was steady, slow, ancient, older than the bones of continents. Even now, the waves tremble as if they remember the shape of his rage, the way light once drowned in his shadow. From the floor of the world, something calls. Its voice is a gravity well, dragging the horizon downward, pulling the dawn back into darkness. It folds time into the silence that first made it. Down in the crushing deep, the currents begin to stir, twisting into glowing spirals of plankton. They flicker like electric neurons, like a brain learning to dream for the first time. Every echo, every tremor, every pulse repeats the same single name. The tide itself whispers it. Godzilla. Bending the world around the syllables like gravity bending light. On the shore, the smallest shell vibrates in response, singing his name without understanding what it means. Silence folds. Reality starts to feed on itself. Lightning flickers beneath the surface, a storm trapped under the sea as the laws of physics hesitate, unsure if this creature belongs to time or to myth. The seabed shivers. Molten silver erupts between crushed fossils. This is the breath before creation reboots itself. The crown of storms returns to breathe. Clouds rip open. The seawater itself turns to fire as an aurora erupts from beneath the waves. He rises. Godzilla rises through memories of endless water, and every movement drags centuries up with him. Each bubble that escapes his ascent bursts into flame before it can even touch the sky. Whales flee in terrified spirals, scattering from a shadow that is older than thought itself. A moving mountain ascending through oblivion. The world holds its breath, waiting for the blast. In the cities, lights flicker and die. Machines forget their pulse. An unnatural silence falls as his roar begins to build. It's the first voice, the first thunder, a sound older than fear. The roar expands, rippling across the globe like a shockwave tearing through the atmosphere. The ground fractures, and molten veins glow beneath the cracks like the arteries of the planet. The Earth itself becomes his conductor, and each tremor echoes his fury, a rhythm of extinction and rebirth intertwined. Ash begins to replace language. The skies blacken as memories burn away. People stare upward, their mouths open in silent awe, unable to speak. The air becomes a hymn to his power, and only fire dares to speak back. Its tongue writes his legend, Godzilla, king of destruction, across collapsing stone and twisted steel. For a moment, a fleeting, terrible moment, the planet remembers its own violent birth through his rage. But even in the chaos, from the silence, a pulse still breathes. A shockwave tears through centuries, through myths and machines alike, reshaping the rhythm of existence in his name. Then, rain begins to fall. It washes away the scars of cities, leaving only the outlines where human pride once stood tall. Even the broken ground hums softly, an echo of his heartbeat deep beneath the earth, like the planet whispering a quiet "thank you" in its sleep. The foam of the ocean glows beneath the moonlight, whispering Godzilla with every rise and fall of the tide. Mountains crumble, and their dust declares his name, the syllables etched again and again across creation. The fog rolls in from the sea, calling him home. It curls around the monument of his form like a prophecy finally fulfilled. Lightning bends to his rhythm, and each bolt crowns him in white fire, as if heaven itself recognizes its maker. Through the smoke and thunder, Godzilla sees the world that forgot him. He sees the fragile towers stabbing the horizon, the engines of civilization rumbling like insects, but their hum is drowned beneath his roar. Maps curl at the edges as oceans redraw their borders under his reign. For every collapse, there is a rebirth. For every scream, there is a moment of stillness when the stars themselves seem to tilt to watch. And when the storm finally passes, only the earth remains to dream. The ashes settle like a gentle snowfall, glowing faintly with a strange warmth where his feet once stood. And in that light, new life flickers. Corals begin to reach from the depths, forests whisper on the wind, and the sky turns a shade brighter than before. The planet's dream shapes new worlds from the ash, remembering Godzilla's pulse long after his shadow fades back into the horizon. The ocean settles again. The world feels quiet. But somewhere beneath, steady and slow, that heartbeat waits. Older than silence, louder than history, never, ever ending. I'm grateful you walked this shore with me, where legends still breathe. If you felt that power, that awe, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more stories from the depths, and let me know in the comments what Godzilla means to you. We'll see you in the next one. You've been watching Monster Mayhem Media, where stories meet imagination. Thanks for watching.